2, 1, go! Hello everybody and welcome to this brand new The Crew 2 live from Ivory Tower live stream. My name is Arnaud Frémont. I'm super excited to be here today with James Rees.
Absolutely. Hello everyone. Thank you, Arnaud. Here with a brand new wall. First update, first fix we're talking to you about here is a lovely new wall in the streaming room.
So this is a big announcement for the patch today. Thank you very much.
Absolutely,
everyone.
that was it. So we'll see you next time.
Big wall. Oh, nice.
It is a beautiful wall. But yeah, we're really excited to be here, and especially because we have a very special guest today who probably needs no introduction, but we're going to ask him to do it anyway.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, James. Hello, everyone. I'm Stéphane Belay, the creative director of The Crew 2. Perhaps you know me as Fergus. I'm not sure, but perhaps. Hello, everyone.
Certainly, yeah. So maybe just can you give us a quick explanation about what you're doing in the team?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I will keep it short. As a creative director, I'm there to guide the team to go where I want to go for the experience and to develop the game. It's really important to have somebody who gets we would say, the vision. And this vision needs to be shared to the team to guide everybody, to see where we have to go, what we want to deliver. And it's a long way, but it's a tough job.
It's a long road, let's say.
It's a good job, a long road, and after you've got the players, you've got the press, you've got everybody around you, and you need to share and make the game shine.
Yeah, of course. And this live stream is exactly this topic. It's about the players, about your feedback. So, what is the plan for today?
The plan for today, well, we've got a lot of things planned for today. We're going to start off by, we have a couple of double-sided pieces of paper, but we're going to get started with something that a lot of you have been wanting a bit of information about. You've probably spotted maybe some videos out about it already, maybe a couple of screenshots lying around.
Yeah.
Exactly, but it's the July vehicle drop.
Yeah,
which we're really excited
you've
about.
seen all the screenshots that we've seen just before the stream.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's amazing, and really each time when I look at all the screen, I'm amazed at what the player deliver. And with all the user-generated content that we have with the crew, it's amazed me. So awesome, guys, and thank you for all your content. And it was just my...
No, but it's good because
yeah.
later on we'll have a couple of more videos
Perfect.
I hope
anyway from the
I
community.
hope
So
there's plenty of videos, screenshots, liveries, and
exactly.
it's superb for the crew too. So thank you, guys.
Plenty of content, and we're going to be showing off some more of that later on as well.
I hope. I want to see.
Will. Oh,
yeah,
we got loads.
Okay, we have some videos. Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
let's go for
great.
videos.
Let's skip it.
But before we get to that, we've also got some new vehicles, which are also pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we're going to start by giving you a bit of information about that. And then we're going to be looking at a full breakdown of patch 1.0.3.
Yeah,
which is rolled out tomorrow.
Present you all the details about what to expect from this patch,
Yep.
when it will be available, and we will
Soon.
go through every line of it.
Oh, every line. I will explain everything. We will explain, not only me.
No, it's on you. Cool.
We'll share it. But yeah, there's plenty of good things. The team has done a good work this month. It was a tough month with all the feedback and needs to debug, polish, and add new features. So it was a good month, to be honest.
And just the beginning.
And just the beginning, for sure.
Of course.
I need a break. Huh? Everybody needs a break.
It is a holiday.
So.
And after the patch notes, I'm sure that a few of you all had some questions, so we're going to do a quick Q&A session as well. Please do remember to ask your questions throughout the stream in the chat, and our fantastic CMs will be adding that to a list for us to then have a look at.
They already started. So
they've already
started.
started. The list is populating.
The list is live now.
Absolutely. So, shall we maybe get started?
That's a good program, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait to go.
Can we look at the
first video?
The video?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
So
describe
let's
it.
go to the July vehicle drop with the first two videos. menu. Okay, so coming back maybe to us a few seconds. Okay, so before we move to the gameplay short presentation of the video, maybe just a quick note about these videos. It seems that the live version was a bit laggy.
No, they're laggy.
A little laggy.
Right, this is internet. Each time this is
Yes,
Exactly.
the internet is broken now.
You'll see. I mean, you'll see in game that everything runs smoothly, so it's all good. Don't worry.
And I think you can already watch the videos on Facebook on various locations. So
Yes, so I know that IGN have already shared the videos. We've retweeted them on our account as well.
Yeah.
So there are a few places you can watch those, and they run absolutely fine.
The Expo and the Ferrari are really awesome. And for
It's
the
'cause
touring car, it's
Exactly.
super.
They're just so fast that we don't.
yes,
So it must
it was
be,
too
I
fast
think.
for the video.
And the Expo, it will be superb to play with the street racing experience. It will be a good moment.
It will.
Okay, so I will try to showcase the vehicle
Hey,
directly in the
you've
house.
got the car in the house?
Yeah, we'll try.
We have, yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
So we are in our house, in the garage, and we have our amazing new vehicle right here. So the two vehicles will be available tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely. They'll be available tomorrow for season pass holders who, just as a reminder, get 7 days early access to these new vehicles every month, and they also get those unlocked for free. 7 days later, so in this case it'll be the 1st of August, these vehicles will then be purchasable for all the rest of players. Now,
Open the door! Don't let this door closed.
here
I
we
want
go.
to see
Let's
the
get that door
full
open.
scope of it, directly on the right side of it.
Beautiful.
Look. Okay, that's beautiful car.
Look at this interior.
Let's go inside.
Yep.
Okay, here we are inside of the Ferrari. So here we are.
So you can see a lot of details on the dashboard, on the interior design.
A lot of button, huh?
Yeah.
So as always, you can try to have a lot
You
of
can,
some fun with the car.
yeah, you
directly
can rev the
down.
engine.
It's a bit difficult right here to do it. Right. And my favorite feature,
The windscreen wipers. Official windscreen wipers.
official one, of
There
course.
we go. Beautiful. Oh, there you go. Also, official horn. So that's done. And then moving
So
on.
available tomorrow for all season pass owners,
Yes.
and in 7 days for all the other players.
Absolutely. And just as a reminder, that was the Ferrari FXXK 2014. And this now is the KTM Expo R 2016, I believe.
A small toy.
It is basically...
Super powerful small toy.
It is
Yeah,
the,
a small toy for a rich guy.
it's the embodiment of fun on the road. We didn't mention that the Ferrari is a touring car
Yeah.
vehicle.
This one is street racing one.
Street race,
This one is
absolutely.
Yeah.
So next, this one we don't have to open the door,
Yeah.
just jump, and here we are.
It doesn't have windscreen wipers, obviously.
Don't need
This is
without
a
a
shame.
windscreen. But it does also have a great design interior.
Yeah.
Just as a reminder, when these two vehicles are unlocked for everyone in about a week, they'll be unlockable in Robux and credits. So if you fancy getting hold of them, you can do that.
Just play, get some bucks.
Absolutely, just growing them up.
Oh, I'm sorry, I think we forgot to change the language of the demo. It's all in French.
Absolutely, you can see. So we're also demoing the French UI down there.
The French UI, you should
it's
definitely
just-
try it.
Will be good.
Good one.
Okay, so here we are for those two amazing vehicles. Do you have anything else to add on this one?
No, I just really
Definitely
look
try
forward to try them tomorrow
Absolutely.
on my PS4. It will be super fun.
Absolutely. So there, you'll be able to play those vehicles after the patch tomorrow.
Yeah.
And speaking of, we
Let's go
Exactly.
straight to the patch.
we can go straight to the patch and give a little bit more detail about all the good stuff that's coming tomorrow. So should we maybe start with a quick overview of when it's happening, the
Yeah.
size of the patch?
So the patch will be live tomorrow on all platforms, so PS4, Xbox One and PC, both Steam and Uplay, starting from 10 a.m. Paris time. Why starting? Because at this time we will start the maintenance. Expected downtime for less than 1 hour. And as soon as the maintenance is over, you will be able to get back in the game and also download the new patch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Straight.
So tomorrow morning, you wake up, just take a cup of coffee, and now you can move to the game. So before moving on to the full details, quick reminder: the two July vehicle drop will be here.
Yep, absolutely. Up for grabs straight away.
And now we can move to the
nitty-gritty of all the details in the patch.
The patch.
Yes.
Okay, part 1. Okay, we start with, let's say, easy stuff, let's say.
The basics, yeah.
Controls.
So, in this patch, of course, the
Just
idea
before
was
going inside the patch, perhaps you just can give the what we want for this patch. For this patch, for us, and this is my job at this moment, and we need to debug, polish, and add some new things. But add will be more for September, and we will see. But for this one, it was really important for us. We dig into all the internet, all the YouTube, all the community feedbacks and things like that, and it was important to fix and debug and polish what needs to be really tweaked and things like that. And before going, of course, we will have some driving wheel fix, and this first one, Trustmaster, blah blah, no more game freeze. And we will see that during the next year, the next month, the next quarter, each time we will bring for the driving wheel some new polish and debug. And it's really what we want for each patch, in monthly or quarterly. And it's important. We can dig now inside each line. It's important, but it's for the team. It was really important to see what the players said and needs to be fixed or polished. There's plenty of more. 3-page.
Yeah, this one is the first corrective patch that we introduce, the first of the long list. The idea is to support the long run. We have a huge list of feedback.
I've got a huge Excel file with 200 items that we need to fix or polish or enhance.
200 was last week, I think.
And each time players bring some new things on the table, and which is interesting, how to polish a game, to make it tweaked or balanced. So it's a long run.
And we'll be coming back onto some of those priorities a little bit later on in the stream as well, before the Q&A.
Sure. Oh, sorry,
we've got some, no, it's exciting, it's good stuff. So don't worry if you don't see certain elements that you've maybe been requesting from us in the patch notes. We are going to talk about more stuff a little bit later on, and obviously this is going to be an ongoing mechanic for us.
Yeah.
And we have patches, we have also server stuff that we can fix.
Yeah, at the same time, client and server each time when we go down and do a maintenance. Maintenance? Yeah, maintenance. And each time we do some fix on the server and on the client side each time.
Absolutely.
So we can see a few questions about, okay, what about this driving wheel, what about this driving wheel? For now, we are removing all the models that you reported. We make sure to have a full overview of what's happening, because sometimes it's working for some people, sometimes it's not working for some other people. So we take more time to review this.
But this one was for all Trustmasters,
yeah,
500, and it was game freeze.
You tried to
it was
play,
important.
it's not working.
It was pretty big.
So it was important for us for a PC version.
At least now you can play.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll get cracking with this patch note and then have a wait, see what it is we're going to be chatting about now, and if there is something that isn't mentioned, then be sure to ask the question and we'll try to address it in the Q&A after that. But let's get cracking then. So we've talked about the driving wheels.
Features, so we will go into small technical stuff, but for some players it was a major impact. So I think I will go quick on this one.
Oh, go quick,
yeah. So basically, if you had a really ultra wide screen, you were not able to validate any photo quest, so it will be fixed tomorrow.
It was annoying.
That was very annoying.
The second one, livery editor, annoyed me a lot. It was each time I go and never see exactly the livery, I have to wait and download each time. It was boring. I'm happy it was for me, this one.
So yeah, some fixes are Fergus fixes, and so yeah, now you will be able to load all the exact preview images for the live. The video sharing one, it was a notification issue on Xbox One. We can move to the next part.
Okay, next.
Ooh.
Gameplay.
You want to
You want to take this one, Fergus?
Yeah, I can take this one. So on the gameplay, we start focusing on the AI. It will be a long run for this one, and the first thing will be on the bridge, over the bridge when you are in free driving. There's some traffic issue, bumping, and things like that. So it has been debugged and fixed now. New AI fix will arrive also, but more in September.
We will get back to this one.
The most important one are the exploits. Plenty of players are using the game. We are too generous sometimes, you know, and when you pause your game,
just break it.
It doesn't pause the freestyle, and some exploits were there where people are doing some things, boring stuff, I would say. I understand why they are doing that for the iconic level, blah, blah, but it's perhaps a bit boring, so we've decided to now pause all the freestyle stuff that you are doing when you are going to the pause menu, and you will not bank everything. So it will break the exploit.
So basically all the reports that we saw about players using macros or using the exploit should not be fixed with this new patch.
Will be fixed.
Will be fixed.
Not should not be. Is fixed.
It's fixed.
We tested it. It should be fixed. Yes. Another exploit can gain very high amounts of points while playing scoring events in co-op and things like that. Plenty of fix to avoid the exploit and make this fair play gameplay for everyone. And everybody should rise as an icon with a fair play moment. It's a battle. It's not a, hey, I've got a macro or something, or friend stuff. Favorite vehicles. Now, you are able to select your favorite vehicles when you have a reward program in your house. There's a bug where you can't select your favorite vehicles. It has been debugged. Some weathers have been not very good between players when they are playing co-op, so now they are all at the same weather at the same time, same moment. Synchronization is okay for everyone. Progression at the same time, so we've got some exploit and iconic progression stuff also, some issue.
I think that was one of the major focus of your team too.
We saw too many players rising as icon very high, and for us it's not acceptable. So we've decided to rework all the increase needed, fame needed for each level. And we also have some issue with loot rewards, the iconic 110, if I remember well.
And other ones too,
3 different issues at the same time around these different rewards that has been fixed, and everybody will be able to get their loot and rewards, and I will get mine. So that's fine. And loot rate, it's important. When I'm playing, to be honest, I don't have enough purple. So we've decided to rework all the not to rework, to tweak the number on the server, this one, and you will have more epic drop. And at the same time, when you will raise, it's not right in there. When you
it's a surprise for us too. So it's a good
at
news.
the same time, when you will be at the max level for your car, you will never get more negative parts, but always the best part for your car with icon affix on it. It was really important for us that you try to get the right affix, not the negative part.
Yeah, and this is a huge feedback we received in the last few weeks.
Yeah, about the tweaking,
Because it was frustrating to receive parts lower than what you already got. So now it's fixed.
Yeah, now it's fixed. Tomorrow it will be fixed for you.
Okay, so we can move to the third part about the technical and the UI. If you want, I can take this one.
Sure, go for it.
Oh yeah,
you love some technical stuff.
Yeah, I'm a tech guy.
I'm not a tech guy. I don't understand what is written there.
So we'll go quickly on this one. Basically, some players had some stability and compatibility issues, especially with certain processors, and also dual setup with both AMD and NVIDIA video cards. So now it will be fixed tomorrow. And also, it's something that we've seen quite a few times in the last few days. If you have an old gen CPU and that you crash every time you try to turn on an engine, it's fixed now. It was because of the engine audio rendering and not rendering.
It's a bit of an awkward bug in a vehicle game and a driving game. Every time you
start an
engine, it crashes. So we figured we had to fix that one.
I think it was important.
You think?
I just I mean
we never know.
But you were able to play boats and planes, so it's okay. Otherwise than that, other stability improvements and fixes. We won't go into details on those ones. For the UI, this is more, let's say, quality of life. We removed the rewards program pop-up at every launch.
We need it. To be honest, we need it. It was really annoying. Each time you go to the HQ or the house and we see this reward program pop-ups, it was boring.
It was a bit frustrating, yeah.
It was, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And now, whenever you will receive a reward, for example, for doing events or anything, you will have a pop-up. This one is for specific cases, but it was important to mention it. And the last point, just about how we calculated the playtime, especially on PS4, I think. Now the idle time is not part of the game.
Part of the statistic.
Absolutely.
Okay, I think we're good to go for this first patch. It's important to mention that it's really the first one. It's a corrective-only patch.
And more focusing on the exploit and on the progression, which was very important for us. Everybody should enjoy the game at his own pacing in the moment. And for us, it was really important to focus on that and deliver the best experience during July for August.
And just a reminder that obviously, because this is only the first patch, if you don't see something fixed in it right now, it doesn't mean it's not coming. It's probably just meaning that we're working on it. It's coming soon. More info on that in a second. We're seeing a lot of questions about leaderboards and things, for instance. That is something we're going to talk about. It's just not in the patch note part, so stay tuned. We're going to chat about that in a second. But first, I think we have a video we'd like to show. Talking about UGC earlier on and all the fantastic submissions we've seen from the community since launch. This one's one of the good ones, and we wanted to share it with you guys today.
But the next one is also good.
The next one's also good, yeah. So I mean, there are so many good ones; it's hard to choose. However, this one made the cut today, so
enjoy.
Enjoy.
Wash your paper hair with paper hands. And while you'll stay a younger soul, feel the weight of weathered bones. And while I drink my own, I'll carry yours alone. 'Cause I feel I will sit you by the kitchen sink
Okay,
Yeah.
so that was an amazing, and yes, it was an amazing fan-made video.
Absolutely. Yep.
And
I
thank
see
you.
some people having doubts, but yeah. So thank you very much for this video. We will publish the link directly on the Twitch channel, I think.
Yep.
Or CM team have the link, so don't hesitate to ask
Absolutely.
them.
If you need those, don't be afraid to ask. We've got everything all set up for you.
And you will be able to have the song too if you want.
Yes, quite. So without further ado, I think it's time to maybe take some questions. Before we move on to the questions that we've seen asked in the chat, there are a couple of
Yeah.
things we wanted to talk about beforehand.
I think
Yeah,
there are
we
some
can discuss.
burning questions that
Yeah.
are
Burning
waiting
question.
for you.
Oh my God! Don't wait for me.
No, for us.
There's plenty of good things that will arrive during the next months. We just bring the first update, but the first patch. But in September and after, you will have plenty of other patch that will bring some new things. And the first thing that I'll just give it like that. But on the world for itself, we will work on the headlight system to be sure that during the night everybody will see correctly and don't have too black moment. And I'm already playing it on my desk, and it's more and more comfortable, but not enough. We are working on it. It was an important subject for us on the world.
That one's for you, Pav. I know you're probably watching, so.
I've seen also.
And I think what you mentioned is a chat today
Yeah,
too.
I see it
so
through the chat. It was a bit negative, huh? But I see it. I saw it.
so headlight is definitely on the pipe.
Yes.
We are working.
Headlight is on the pipe, but it's not the only thing. I will just give some other example. We are working on the shop. Plenty of players are talking about the shop. They are weird. Some pizzeria are giving me some bread or things like that. With a bit weird shop, and it's true. But we've got 1,000 shops through the game, something like that, and we have to rebuild. So I give my go yesterday for the world team to work on that and see how we can enhance and make it clear and suitable for everyone. We worked on the sky also to get more diverse skies and not only blue skies, because too much of the times on the weather systems perhaps there's too much blue skies, and we need to get more diversity with all these beautiful clouds that we have, but a bit too short. So we decided to bring more diversity and more sky in it, clouds. On the handling, we will work each time on the handling a lot at each patch. And the first in September will bring some new modification about the gravity, for example. It was something that we discussed a lot and see how we can make it with less bad feeling, I will say.
And
And
improve
and we
3C,
improve the
as we
gravity,
say.
the 3C on the gravity. And we will improve also all the collisions between which are not very concrete sometimes. It's a bit weird. And we've got this bounce effect, a bit too much. We will reduce it or get rid of it to see, but we need to be generous with some players, so we will see how far we will go. And last thing that we will discuss is the online experience. For example, some leaderboards today have some bad scores.
Some pretty dodgy scores, yeah.
Surprising
Dodgy score.
score.
For example, the drag racing. So yeah, we will work on all the leaderboards to get rid of that and see how we could make it automatic. But at the moment, it will be done manually to get rid of it. But we will improve all the leaderboard experience, which need to be improved, and it's really important. And the last thing, the last focus, what I will discuss, there's plenty of others, but it's a free ride experience, which is not perfect for me today. We need to go and see exactly how detailed to make this experience perfect for everybody.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thank you for those pointers, Fergus. That's it's nice to know a little bit more about the vision on the long term as well.
Yeah, before we move to something else, I think it's really important because I see that's one of the major concerns right now. Yes, we will review the leaderboards. It's not something that we want to leave it at this, like this. Of course, we will make sure that we will get a proper experience for everybody, and with no, okay, this score is impossible to beat or anything. I think we have also a potential fix for the upcoming months for the drag race issue.
Yep.
So some people have in the top position, but because of a bug. So this will also be fixed in coming months.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's one question which is interesting for Canadian and Brazilian about the season pass. This is the last issue that we've got with the season pass with the Canadian and Brazilian. It should be fixed before the end of July. We are working hard with Sony and Ivory at the same time, Ubisoft, Sony are working hard on this topic, and it should be fixed before the end of July.
Yep.
Finger crossed. I want, before going to my holiday, to have this one fixed.
Yeah, because it's really, really
It's annoying.
huge issue.
Yeah, and I'm really sorry for that.
And, we will make sure to continue to push this
Yes.
topic.
Absolutely. Right, well, I guess we can start tackling a couple more of the questions as well. We've got a quick question about the price of the new vehicles in-game. This is from Daniel's 1001. How much will the FXXK and Expo cost in-game for people who don't own the Season Pass? So, if memory serves, and this is just a rough approximation, I believe in bucks, the Ferrari is about 800,000 bucks, and about, I want to say, 340,000 for the
You are sure about this
KTM. I think so. I
I got the double. That's what you just said 2 minutes ago.
It's
but,
just roughly.
Roughly.
I talked to the store manager about it earlier on, and I think that was the price that she gave me. So it's in that ballpark. That's in bucks. So that's the in-game currency that everyone has access to, that you can unlock by doing pretty much anything in the game that you can grind up. Obviously, they will also be available in crew credits for those of you who prefer to pay using crew credits. I can't remember those prices off the top of my head, I'm afraid, though. But you'll be able to see them tomorrow as soon as they're available.
so actually, yes, the vehicle will be available tomorrow for all the Season Pass owners. So
Yep.
directly in your garage, you go to, oh, nice, two amazing cars.
Tomorrow.
And for all the other players, just 1 week after. So next Wednesday, you will be able to directly buy either on crew credits or on bucks, both of the vehicles.
Absolutely. And speaking of vehicles, we have another question from Waza X, asking whether any new car brands are being added later down the line. And of course, the answer is that we have lots of great things planned. We can't say anything, obviously, about what brands we're adding.
Keep the surprise.
Exactly, but we want to keep the surprise. But yes, there are new things coming, of course.
New vehicles.
And good things.
Good things.
Very
a lot of
good
really
things.
cool things, yeah. And not just cars either.
I'm sure you will ask for it.
Yeah.
But, very good brands.
And not just cars, we've got bikes, boats, we've got planes, we've got lots of
Yeah.
cool things.
Yeah.
But cars.
Also, but cars as well, but cars mostly, because, you know.
With cars and towing cars and hypercars. So yeah, for sure. And this July drop is just the first one, so it will be every month 2 new vehicles. So
Absolutely.
you can expect one in August, etc.
Absolutely. So the next question, again, kind of about cars, but more about liveries. Can we have more slots for custom liveries in the future? So it's a tricky one, I guess. It's
Yeah, why not? And to be honest, it's a really a why not. We have to see with the server side if we can store all of these things. It's more the quantity, which is important.
It's a
to see how we can
technical balance.
It's a not an issue, but a technical decision to see the cost and to see everything. But why not?
So next question from can see the name.
Akiyamaz. Sorry if we're completely destroying your name.
Yeah, sorry about
It's a tricky one to pronounce.
So do we plan to add more races?
Yes.
That's a big question. But
At each quarter we will bring some new races for Rally Red or hypercar. We don't discuss about the hypercar. We will have to fix, not a fix, but a balance for the hypercar and get an experience which is less with a different tweaking for the AI.
Yeah.
It was a big subject that I forget to discuss about it. So some new race will be bring each time at each quarter. I don't get exactly the number for all the disciplines that everybody really like. And we will see with the data tracking what they like and bring some new one.
Absolutely. So you know that we've got a Gator Rush update coming in September.
A new discipline at the same time.
Exactly. So lots of good new things in there. Just stay tuned for more information on that, and I'm sure that that'll start answering your questions.
Yes, you can look forward to Get a Rush. There's plenty of stuff coming, and
Yes.
it will bring new content, new improvements, new everything.
Exactly.
And things that you really like will be added more and more and densified.
So I think quite a few questions about accessibility, about colorblind, etc. Those are critical topics for the dev team too. We have a huge list of all the improvement we can.
About the
think
colorblind, it's really a subject that we put on the table with the team, but it's a long development.
Yeah.
It will not be in 1 month. It will not be in 3 months. It will take a long time. So yeah, we are looking at it and diving into it.
Absolutely. We've got a question from Taco Dragon about, will you be fixing the garage bug where the cars don't save?
Yeah, we'll definitely fix it.
We're definitely fixing it, yes.
Yes, it's
Because
on the
it's
list. It's on the list.
super
I don't
disturbing.
exactly get the timing, but it will be fixed. It will be fixed.
Absolutely.
Keep in mind that we fixed on this patch the issue with favorite cars, so at least favorite cars are now fixed. But yeah, for all the other ones, it's definitely on our roadmap.
For sure.
We've got another question from Omar Style, who is he's asking whether we can get the ability to get out of our vehicles, but you already can.
There's a
No,
glitch,
don't
I
promote
think.
this.
There's
You
a
already can
glitch.
in-
I've seen a glitch somewhere,
Yeah.
and
Don't go to
it's
YouTube.
already possible. If you dive into the internet, you will find it.
Yes. But
YouTube Black Panthers.
Exactly. But you can already walk around in your in the headquarters
Yeah.
for the different families. You can walk around in your house as
Yeah.
well. So there are a few different ways that you can actually get out of your car already, even if it's not out in the open world.
And for the moment, we will keep the glitch.
For the moment.
Right, well there we go. Because it is a bit fun. I mean, if you want to walk from one side of the map to the other,
It's
it
just
might take a bit
fun.
longer, but
It's okay. We will keep it. This one we will.
it's a fun one. So we've seen a few questions about wall riding. Mix T95, I think is the last one who asked about that, but we've seen it a lot in the chat, obviously.
Yeah, it's
We're trying to follow
all
up
with the
better.
handling aspect.
Yeah.
We will debug and polish everything, and yes, the wall riding will be fixed. It's on the timeline. It's okay. It will be done. For the PvP moment, it will be there.
So keep in mind that in case if you have watched our latest live stream, it was 2 weeks ago,
Yes.
we mentioned quite a few long-term projects in
Yes.
the dev team. So when we say that it will take time, of course, 2 weeks afterwards, it's not possible to deliver on these topics.
No,
exactly.
Because technically it has a huge impact on every team. So don't worry, we are reviewing everything that you say, and we don't see any surprise here. It's all on our list. It's just a balance between what we can do, how fast, and what are the resources available at the time.
It's a production question.
Because we also want to bring new stuff.
Yeah.
It's a balance between debug, polish, and adding.
It is, yeah.
Then-
And each
Densify.
time, densify.
That's a keyword.
And each time we have to see how the resources will be dispatched.
Exactly. Luz235, I think, just said that he just tried to redeem an icon reward and it didn't show up. The patch isn't live yet.
No.
It's going to be tomorrow. So obviously all the fixes that we've mentioned now for the patch, you'll have to wait until tomorrow after the end of the maintenance to see the impact of those. So it won't be fixed just yet tonight, I'm afraid.
And I'm seeing quite a few mini-map mentions,
Yeah.
how we planning to improve them, etc. It's part of the accessibility topics that we are focusing on.
Exactly.
Okay, don't know what we can. To be honest, I don't see the end of the spreadsheet, so it's difficult.
Got a few
Do you have
questions
something
here if
else?
you like. I'm not sure there's a huge amount that we can answer today.
No.
Things like more customization options.
About the
tweaking
GPS,
options.
hey, let's go about the GPS one.
You want to do the GPS? There we go.
Okay.
Silver Knight intro. Ask for what are you going to do with the GPS in the game? It's a good question, and to be honest, we've decided to get rid of the blue line that we have in the sky in TC1 to get only the GPS in the minimap. And I don't know at the moment. And I saw many feedbacks about that. I will bring it back. And why not? And we are discussing it in the creative team to see if we will bring it back or not. The answer, I don't have the answer at the moment, but I just want to be honest with everyone. And I will see how really it affects so many players, so many races, or the experience. When you've got these blue lines, you don't look at the sky, you don't look at the world, you just look at these blue lines.
Yeah.
And it's always annoying me to see people just focusing on only one thing and not the full experience, the full 3D world. But I understand that competitive players really like to get this focus.
Can focus on the.
So perhaps it will be an option. Perhaps it will be there for everyone. We will see.
But it's definitely long-term
It's a long-term
investigation.
one. But I just want to answer the question. And it's a long-term one. 6 months, 1 year. I don't know. But we will have the answer soon.
Fantastic. I'm not seeing.
In the future of Crew 2, only in the States. The States is not enough. You want more. Okay, I want more. So we will see when. But of course.
Okay, so now we gotta wrap up.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? So yeah, we will have new car. We definitely have new customization from time to time, etc. So just the beginning, just the first corrective patch. The Densify will come as soon as end of September.
And it was a patch dedicated to exploit and progression.
So yeah.
And some big fix for crash.
Absolutely. So we're seeing a lot of random questions about new features, things that aren't in the game, rather than fixes to bugs and things like that. Obviously, we see all of those suggestions, and the team kind of make their way through them. They're noted down. I guess we can't really say what's going to be implemented or what might not be right now, but there's a long list there. We do look at them all, but it's not something we can give you an answer right now in terms of new things that don't exist in the game. But yeah, stay tuned about more updates from that, because we will try to keep you posted on everything that we are working on a regular basis.
And
like
we are
Fergus has
working
been
on
able to
Gator
do.
Rush at the moment.
Exactly.
Gator Rush is our next big update that you will have in September, which is a good moment for everyone.
And
New
available to
discipline,
all
a new way
players.
to play and enjoy the world. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, and it's really important to keep in mind that Gator Rush will be available to all players.
Everybody
so all
for
the
free.
improvement, all the content, everything will be available at the same time for everybody.
Yes.
For free.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so should we wrap up this
Oh,
live
yeah.
stream? I think
I think we'll wrap
we
up
will
the
have
Q&A,
more
yes.
stuff to say in the upcoming ones.
I can give you many more things if you want.
It's up to you.
We'll be going for a while if we just keep on answering all these. But I think maybe now that we've had a bit of a Q&A, we can have a look at another UGC. Or
Yeah, maybe we can keep it for
yes.
the very end.
The very end?
Or
Okay,
should
we'll
we
do that.
do it before? No.
As you wish.
Let's
go
keep it
for wrap up and
Yeah,
just
we
play.
wrap
Let's do the
up
wrap
and
up
then
first.
we will see a brand new video from somebody that I think we all knew quite well.
Yes,
from Tire Slayer.
absolutely.
Another
It's-
amazing video.
It's his
Amazing
latest
one.
one, I think, and it's
Yeah.
really fantastic. Yeah.
Thank you,
So,
Tire Slayer, for this video. It was
So this time it
Amazing.
was us doing all the run-up show for the live stream, and we received a message from Fergus like,
Great.
you should do this one. Okay, we will do this one because this one definitely makes sense here. So thank you very much, everyone. So to wrap up, this was our second live stream
Yes.
from Ivory Tower. We will get a short break during August because there is a lot coming. There is
Yes.
events,
yes.
etc.
Absolutely.
Gamescom. Stay tuned for more information about Gamescom. We're not
Gamescom,
going to say
China
anything.
Joy, plenty of events everywhere in the
Lots
world.
of big shows coming up,
Yeah.
but yeah, you'll get more information on that as it comes out. So stay tuned for that. We'll be announcing lots of good things.
And then we'll have our amazing community team also.
We will.
Taking over for the live stream. So the idea will be them to explore the game with you, do some let's plays, and maybe play with some of you if you're interested.
Absolutely, yep. So there'll be plenty of activity on the Twitch channel. Again, we mentioned it before, but we're saying it again. If any of you are interested in potentially being featured on our Twitch channel on the weeks where we don't have anything planned, if you'd like us to host your stream, then let us know, because we'd be more than happy to put you forward. Maybe send us an email to the community email address, or ping one of us on social media. We're quite easy to get hold of, so any way you'd like to do that, then just let us know and we'll have a look at that. We'd be happy to.
Definitely.
Right, well, I think that wraps things up. Thank you very much for taking the time to join us, Fergus. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you for the invitation.
You've got answers to
was a
so
good
many
moment.
questions. It's always lovely to have you here.
I give a bit more when you want.
But that's what we want. It's always good.
That's why we invite you.
That's fine.
And
Thank
thank
you,
you very
everyone.
much, everyone, for joining us today.
Yes.
Thanks to Remy helping us for this live stream once again. To Claire, helping us once again here.
Yes.
Thank you, Arnaud. Thank you, James.
Thank you,
Thank you, Fergus. And this replay will be available again to rewatch if you did want to go through and dissect the finer points of what we said.
You're welcome.
As soon as the stream is over. So that's it done, and we'll see you
That's
next
it.
time. We'll leave you with some UGC from Tyre Slayer.
See you everyone and
Thank you, guys.
enjoy.